Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about audio. For me personally, audio is very important. I do a lot of corporate videos and talking head and a lot of dialogue sequences when it comes to filmmaking. So for me, I have to ensure I've got the right gear and gear that's going to produce great audio so that it can complement the visuals that I'm creating. If someone was to show me something with subpar video quality, but it had great sounding audio, I'm going to be more likely to listen through because the audio is going to keep me engaged. If it was the other way around and the audio wasn't great, but the visuals were great, I may not even consider continuing to watch that piece of work or whatever it may be. So audio is very, very important. For me, I use basically two different types of microphones. And you're hearing right now microphone number 1. So this is microphone number 1. And microphone number 1 and 2 are essentially the same. So you'll probably guess what type of microphone they are, but 1 and 2 are going to be the same. And for these audio tests, everything is going to be run through a Zoom recorder. And if any processing is going to be done, it's only going to be for gains and gain staging. So you're listening to microphone number 1. I hope that you enjoy microphone number 1. Tell me, does microphone number 1 sound good with my voice? Straight out the box. Some sound guys or mixing engineers or sound operators may carry multiple microphones with them so that they can maybe find the best one that suits the talent's voice or the person that they're miking up. Again, microphone number 1. Let me know how this sounds. The next one is microphone number 2. And this is what microphone number 2 sounds. I hope you enjoy microphone number 2. Tell me, does microphone number 2 sound as good as microphone number 1? Does it sound worse than microphone number 1? Let me know what you think about microphone number 2. And again, microphone number 2 might sound great on somebody else, might not sound great on me. So keep that in mind when you're looking out for microphones. And of course, it's impossible when you're shopping online or in store to really know because you don't know who you're going to put it on. But you may read a ton of reviews or anything like that telling you what type of voice it may suit best. So keep that in mind. The next microphone is microphone number 3. What do you think about microphone number 3? Does microphone number 3 sound good? Does it sound better than 1 or 2, or does it sound only better than 1? Or is it on par with either of the other microphones that I've sort of given you a sound sample for? Microphone number 3, I think offers a little bit more than microphone number 1 and 2, and I'll say that, and we'll kind of dive into which microphone is which. But let me know what you think about microphone number 3. So this is microphone number 3. Does it sound good? Let me know. So microphone number 1 is a lavalier microphone. Now, what you're going to run into commonly is you're going to have sound people that are going to use 2 microphones majority of the time. Of course, there are other types of microphones that may be used on set, but you're either going to have a lavalier microphone or you're going to have a boom microphone. Lavalier microphones are very small and they can be concealed fairly easily. Of course, you guys don't see any clips on me right now, so microphone number 1 is obviously being concealed. And I think it's one of the better microphones that can be concealed because of its design and profile. It is the Countryman EMW. I know a lot of people have raved about the Countryman B6, but I found that the Countryman EMW is a great alternative to the B6 at I think about half the cost. So I think for about $200 versus about $350, $400, the Countryman EMW's got a slim profile that can be concealed, and I think sounds really great. I haven't had a chance to work with the B6s, but for what I'm paying, I think I'm pretty happy with this sound for microphone number 1, which is the Countryman EMW. Microphone number 2 is the stock Sony microphone that comes with the lavalier kit, which is the UTX B2 or B3 kit. And these lavalier kits are great. They've been around for years, but they still sound great, I think. And as long as they're functioning, they're going to be a great set of UHF transmitters and receivers that you can use. And the stock microphone that comes with it, I think also sounds decent. Now, I think the EMW sounds better than this stock Sony lavalier microphone that comes with the kit. But let me know what you think. But again, this microphone also is concealed. And I think this one's a bit harder to conceal because the capsule is a bit larger. So you might see it bulge through clothing, and it's not going to be as flat or as slim as the Countryman EMW. Microphone number 3 is a boom microphone. And a boom microphone, I think, captures a bit of a wider sound. You get a little bit more of the room, and you get some more of those reflections that may bounce off walls or certain elements in a building or whatever room you may be in. I think they do sound better than lavalier microphones. It's a bit more of a whole sound in my opinion, but it's the Sennheiser ME66, which is also a very old microphone, and I think the replacement is the MKE 600, if I'm not mistaken, for the ME66. But this microphone also sounds wonderful, and of course in post you can EQ, you can add dynamics depending on what room you're in, and also get a great sound that way. But straight out of the box, I think microphone number 3, the Sennheiser ME66, is probably better sounding than the Countryman and the Sony microphone. And you can find these used for about $250, $300, which is a great pickup if you're getting into a lot of dialogue with your video, or if you're, maybe making YouTube videos and you're looking for an affordable shotgun microphone to use. Or you want to level up your microphone game from maybe the in-camera audio and you've got some money that you'd like to put towards a microphone, the ME66 used is also a great option. So when it comes to recording audio, the equipment you use is important because it's going to produce great results, great sounding audio, and keep your audience engaged to whatever content you're creating with that dialogue. And it'll help, deliver a clear, concise message with your video or whatever it may be. And keep in mind, you can use lavs and boom mics interchangeably. A lot of sound guys and on film sets will do that because you want to have some sort of redundancy when it comes to audio. If something fails or someone turns their head or something like that, or isn't in the field, pickup field of the microphone, at least you have some redundancy with either a lav or a boom mic. And the key thing comes to matching these different sources of audio. So in post, whoever the sound mixer is for that project, you want to make it easy for them to mix the two sources of audio so it doesn't, disrupt the listener or the viewer when it comes to, switching the audio signal source, whether it's a lav or a boom. But I'll say out of all these, I prefer the boom mic. The lavs are a great secondary, or if I can't boom because of space restrictions or anything like that, I can conceal some of these lavaliers and still get a great sound. And one final thought is, it doesn't really matter, to a degree, it matters what equipment you use, but at the same time, it also matters how the room sounds, because if the room is really open and there's a lot of reflective surfaces like concrete and things like that, it's going to be hard to get a good sounding audio signal because you're dealing with all these sort of other things that you'd have to account for. Now, you can, sort of help that with sound blankets, acoustic panels, and other treatments. But, at the end of the day, if you don't have a great sounding room, using the highest end of equipment is not going to matter. So keep that in mind as well. So you have to also be prepared for the environment that you'll be shooting in or capturing the dialogue in as well. So these are just a few of the microphones I use. I mean, these are the only microphones I use because these are the only ones I can afford. But it's good to have some variety, especially if you capture a lot of talking head type stuff with either lavaliers that can be concealed like the Countryman EMW, or a boom mic like the ME66 from Sennheiser. Either two of these options are going to get you great quality sound. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got any questions about sound, feel free to drop them in the comments. If you want to see how I process sound and how I go about mixing dialogue for interviews and things like that, leave a like, thumbs up. I might go through that in another video. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.